Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Anyway, here's my Model S. It's a 75D dual motor. So a couple of things about this car. I'm going to go through a decision what I made, what I chose to upgrade and what I didn't choose to upgrade. I wanted the performance, so I got the D, so I paid the extra to get the D, the dual motor. Haven't regretted yet, love it. Okay, so haven't regretted the decision for the performance. I opted not to get the upgraded interior because the standard comes pretty sweet. I'll show you in a bit, but I mean it's pretty sweet already. So the standard was fine, so I didn't have any problem with that. I did upgrade for the autopilot, or I'm sorry, enhanced autopilot or whatever they call it. That is a must. I don't know about full autopilot. I don't think all the upgrades are out just yet to warrant it. Maybe one of these days when when they say like, hey, we're out of the beta testing stage and everything runs good and all that stuff, then yeah, you can pick it. But I mean, for me right now, just the enhanced autopilot, I mean that's more than enough. And as we go through this series of video, I'll show you what I've done. I've been actually driving quite a bit on that enhanced autopilot, found some pitfalls, found some positive stuff. For me, I mean, all this is based upon how I drive and all that stuff. So everybody's different. So I'll tell you what my experience are and stuff. Okay. So basically, I got the 75D dual motor, standard interior, just whatever the standard, because I thought it was great already. I mean, just I didn't need all that stuff. Okay. Now, once you get the car, get home, I want you to think of something. Okay. I want you to put yourself in two categories. Okay. You either put yourself in the I have a lot of money, have a good paying job, I can pay for any damage to this car, any chips, nicks, or you can put on, and then you need to, and then the other category you need to think about, the other category you need to put yourself in is, or think about putting yourself in is this my dream? I exceeded, I spent everything, and I poured everything into this car, now I'm a broke ass. That's me. I'm a broke ass. I poured everything, I sold my car, I poured everything into this car. So I can't afford to have a lot of, fixing. I don't have the money available to boom, something happened. So one thing I did, I spent a little more. One thing I did do that is aftermarket, accessory wise, is to prevent myself from having to spend more money to fix. And something you should think about, and you don't have to, but you should think about is, I don't know if you can see it at all, but I can't. You can't really see it, but basically what I did was I have a full cover on my pearl white Model S, and you can't really see it. And that's the great thing about it. It's covered, and it's a wrap. The film's called Expel, and done by a local guy here. I mean, it's supposedly when you scratch and stuff, it has self-healing property, so it feels like a vinyl to me, like they glued on there, or they sticky glued, or what, I don't know how they did it. But anyway, actually I experienced some of the positive effects of it. Some positive to that is that when we were driving, there's some scratches, and I just left the car out in the sun, and I can't for the life of me see that scratch anymore. So what it does is that the heat, you have a groove like this, the heat, what it does is it melts it back, or it just deforms it back straight. So if you see like a V like this, I think what it does is just deform back. But anyway, regardless what happens, is that I can't see it. Okay, so there was some scratch down here. I can't see for the life of me. I just washed this car today. And I can't see it. So there were some gouges and stuff from rock chips and stuff. It's supposed to protect from that. So that's something you might want to consider. Some people say that you do put the wrap on, that it might affect your sensors and all that stuff, but if you can see right here, the sensors are not covered. There's holes in it. They don't cover the sensor. Okay, so here's your sensor. Now, I found out that there's two types of sensor on this car. There's this, I think this is the parking proximity sensor, I don't know what it's called, and then there's one behind the panel, which ultrasonic, and that's to measure all the cars around you and stuff like that. So, but I haven't noticed any effects or any negative effects on that. At first I thought it would be, but then I drove another car and I didn't really see, the sensor detecting and stuff. And even when I drove autopilot, I didn't really see a difference and stuff. Okay. Also, I did this thing was a little aftermarket thing. I took a sticker. I bought a sticker. I figured out which company it was. When I find out, I'll probably put it in the description below. But I put a sticker here, and then I had a local auto body spray clear coat over it, over and over and over. And the reason why I did that was, first of all, if I wash this and the sticker doesn't peel off, but then it just looks a lot shinier, not better. And also, if there's any rock hits it, it won't chip it. Okay. So that's a couple things you want to look at. A couple other accessory. I'm going to take you around here. A couple of accessory. Window tinting. Now where I live, window tinting is pretty much not allowed, but I think if you don't, I think it's prevent safety wise and stuff. If you tint it super dark, I think the cops, the police officer, do give you a fix-it ticket regarding that. But mine's not too dark. Even though it's glare right now, you look like a super tint, but you can see through it. So it's not super. I'm in the shade right now, so it looks darker than what it actually is, because you can see through. This is only 30% tint, and you can actually, when I sit in, you can see my face and everything and all that stuff. But the purpose of this is, it's also XPEL, but the purpose of this is to, I forgot how many SPF, it's like, I think it's like SPF 1000 or something. But in where I live, there's a lot of, sun and stuff, so I want to prevent myself from, cancers or anything like that, and also burn. Also, my wife has a condition to where she's very sensitive to the sun. Oops, sorry. She's very sensitive to the sun. So I went ahead and I tinted the window. If the cops, if our police officer, by the way, guys, I'm a big supporter of police officer out there, so please don't pull me over, okay? I'm a big supporter of law enforcement and all that, okay, guys? So be kind, okay? But anyway, my wife, she's allergic to the sun, okay? And literally, I've never heard of it in my entire, ever, okay? And I'm in healthcare. I'm a healthcare provider. I've never heard of being allergic to the sun until I first met my wife. And sure enough, she gets really bad blisters. She can just be in the sun. She has to put on very high dose of sunblock and stuff, SPF 50, and she has to keep on reapplying it. But that's, she blisters like crazy. She gets the sun too long, she gets red, she gets blistered. So I did this, tinted. I'll take my chance with the police officer, and like I said, anybody police officer watching this video in the Southern California, you see my car, please don't pull me over. I have a good reason, okay? And it's not super tinted, it's just enough just to prevent the glare and the penetration, okay? So anyway, I did that, okay? I did that window tinting, and then also I did the sticker in the back too, okay? So that's a red sticker, okay? So that's pretty much all the upgrade I have. I don't have any other upgrade. I got the standard slipstream wheel for white, to tell you the truth. For white, the strip stream wheels here, or whatever the standard wheels they have here, looks great already. I've seen some other white ones. That had other wheels on. Doesn't look as hot, man. For me, the white is perfect. So I'm gonna give you a little peek inside my car here. Okay. Put this down a little bit here. So like I said, just standard interior, nothing, but the standard interior is pretty sweet. Let me lower this down a bit here. There you go. So there's this is the pleather, or the fake leather, or whatever they call it, is here, and then the fabric's pretty nice. God, and then just fabric on here, and this is the leather, and then also leather and stuff. And you know what? I'm ecstatic about it. So I rather spend my other money on the enhanced autopilot, and then also the leather seat. And then the performance, the dual motor, instead of this. So to each his own. to each his own, man, but that's where I picked where I wanted where my money was spent, okay? Because remember, I'm in the broke ass category now, okay? I mean, I'm not the rich people, I'm in the broke ass category, okay? So so that's where I needed to spend my money, is to spend my money on where the performance, where I want like it to be, okay? So that's pretty much a little overview of my car. As we get a little more in depth, I'm going to take you guys on trips and stuff and share my experience of the autopilots and little things here and there. My hope with this this channel is to not just give you a brief everything, but to go go through my experience, and then also to give you suggestions and stuff that I learning how to drive the autopilot. It's actually, you have to learn how to drive autopilot, and it's, at first it's nerve-wracking, but as you do with anything, you learn more and more, it gets better, okay? So I'll take you guys on a ride for that. I'll go through each of the function and then go from there. And then like I said, I mentioned before, I was a healthcare provider. I'm going to give you a little spin on why Tesla has made my life better and healthier. A lot of people don't know that, but I'll show you why it's made my life a little healthier, okay? So anyway, once again, peace out. In Elon we trust, okay? In Elon we trust, guys. Take care.